Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance within Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins and it is Wednesday. That means we're doing a level 3 workout today. Right up the middle of the road in terms of difficulty, using the same 6 moves that we've been working with all week so far. The first move to get you warmed up is a standing swim. So go ahead and get on your feet. Stand up tall. Take a couple of deep breaths. Kick off your shoes. I really prefer when you don't wear shoes in these workouts. And all you're going to do is swim freestyle through the air for 30 seconds. Now, before you get started, make sure you've done a little postural systems check. Make sure that your ears are over your shoulders, which means that your chest is open, your back is straight, your tailbone is tucked in, your abs are engaged, and your leg muscles are standing up really tall, contracted. Don't lock your knees, but you do want to sort of squeeze the muscles in your glutes and in your quads to just press into the floor with your toes, and that keeps you really stable as you're moving your upper body with your feet standing still. Okay, so go ahead and get started. Remember, you're in the Olympics freestyle swimming through the air, bringing one arm back, up and around, and then the other. That's it. Very good. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. It's another very important part of the warm-up is to get your breathing rhythm going. Whether you're probably not used to just breathing deeply in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth as you're standing around in life. So make sure you do that for this warm-up. Now you're going to do a windmill, I believe we are doing. No, we're doing a march in place. So let's do that march in place. So you're swinging your arms forward and back. Now you're lifting up your knees and pressing into the floor, but don't stomp your feet down onto the floor. You really want to land fairly lightly on your feet and then pivot, adjust your position from one foot to the other as you lift the other foot up. Move slowly. You don't need to march quickly. So the march is up, and then up, and then up. That's good. This just gets the blood flowing in the lower part of your body. We're going to get your heart rate up very quickly, and you're going to be just like in the last couple of exercises, so Monday and Tuesday of this week, we're doing very standard workouts. There is a lot of core focused work in this exercise routine, and you're going to keep that heart rate up. We're going to do 2 sets of 6 moves, and the first move is a squat. Actually, we call it a sumo squat. So it's a squat with a lateral leg lift, not a kick, up, alternating the sides. Okay, so go ahead and plant your feet shoulder width apart. Make sure that your pinky toes and heels are in line. And you're going to sit down and back very slowly into your imaginary chair. As you lift up by pressing your heels into the floor and contracting your glutes, you're going to lift your right leg up laterally. So the right leg comes up to the side as you're coming up, and then as you go back down, you go back right into your squat and then lift the other side up as the second squat move is performed. Okay, so let's start the 30 seconds. Now you inhale on your way down. Exhale as you lift back up. And gosh, it's early. I'm feeling very congested this morning. So sorry. On these days when sometimes I try to broadcast the workout the day before, which is preferable. On days like this when I actually broadcast in the morning, I realize I feel like you probably feel when you're trying to do the workout in the morning. Okay, that's good for the sumo squats. The next thing that we're going to do are crossover jumping jacks. So you're going to do your standard jumping jack like you were doing yesterday, getting those arms up, remember, all the way up over your head, touching at the top. I want you to stay light on your feet, keep a slight bend in your knee for shock absorption. But today, as you come back to center, you're actually going to crisscross your legs. You're going to go beyond the center point and then back out, and then beyond the center point again, only alternate which foot is in front and which foot is in the back. Okay, so 30 seconds, time starts now. Very good. Remember, it does not matter how many of these you do. You're simply following my guideline for time, which is 30 seconds. You're halfway through. Keep going. If you need to go backwards, if the crossover component is too difficult for you, go back to the standard jumping jack, or even the half jack, or the half jack if you prefer. But you've got 5 seconds left. 30 seconds is such a short period of time. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Very, very good. Okay, the next move is down on the floor. So lower your body down to your hands and knees position. Yesterday we did a little more extension of the back in terms of that pigeon plank that we did. The first day was a cat camel. So if you actually would like to do 1 or 2 cat camels really fast as I'm explaining the move that we're going to do, where you drop your head like a bowling ball and then exhale and lift your head and chest up, contracting your back. That's the cat camel, and it limbers up your back. What you're doing today is working the paraspinal muscles in your back, sort of the muscles that lie underneath the top part of your musculature and the upper and middle part of your back, right? So these are the muscles that actually connect the spine, the very important stability muscles. And we're going to do a bird dog in order to work them. So you're extending your left arm out. You've probably seen this or done this before. And you extend the right leg straight back, not up at all, straight back. In fact, you want to make sure that your shoulder doesn't lift as you extend your arm forward, and you want to make sure that your hip doesn't lift as you extend your leg back. Point your toes, and with your hand, make sure your hand points to, or your palm points towards the inside of the body, the middle line of your body. Okay, and alternate. Time starts now. A lot of explanation for that one, but in a new position, it's a little bit tricky. Make sure that your back is neutralized, by the way, and make sure that you keep your hands under your shoulders and your knees stay underneath your hips. That's very important. All right. Very good. You're doing it. You've got about 10 more seconds left. So just move, you pause, then you extend the opposite, the right arm and the left leg, the left arm and the right leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Now, you're in this position again for the second move. So now what you're going to do is you're going to stabilize your weight on your right leg, lift the left knee up laterally, just like we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. We call this move a fire hydrant. So you lift up the knee, then straighten the leg without moving the knee placement. Then bend the knee, then lower the knee back down. All right? Good. We'll do 15 seconds with this side, and then we'll switch and do 15 seconds with the other. Terrific. All right, now switch sides, and your left knee now is stable. Your right knee comes up, extends out. Then bend it, then put it back down. You should feel this up there in your butt. Top part of the leg on the side there and the butt muscles. Very good. 15 seconds, of course, isn't very long for these individual repetitions, but you, of course, will get a second chance to do this same move in the second set. And we've got 1 move left. And so I want you now to lower your body to your forearms, making sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Walk those legs back. And you're in a plank. Now this we call a moving plank. So what I want you to do is to use your feet, shift your body weight forward, and then come back. Forward and back. That's the moving plank, and your time is going. Remember, in the second set, it's a flow set. So we're going to move very quickly through each of the 6 exercises. So you have to remember those little details that I already gave you about each move that we've done so far. I will remind you as you're going, but I'm not going to stop in between each of the moves, except for position changes. All right? Okay, so your first set is over. Very good. That was the moving plank. And we are moving on to the second set. That means you should stand back up because we're going to the sumo squats first. So go ahead and get your body ready for the second set by planting your feet shoulder width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. And we're going to get going in 5 seconds. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Remember, you're inhaling on your way down, exhaling as you lift back up. Lift the leg up at the same time. Go. Remember, slowly lift that right leg up, then lower it down, going back into the second squat, and then lifting up with the left leg as you lift up for the second squat. And just alternate legs. Take your time. You don't need to move super quickly, but 30 seconds is sufficient to get your heart rate up and to work some of those muscles. And then, of course, you're moving right on to the next thing, which in this case is those crisscross jumping jacks. Okay, that's what you're doing now. So your jumping jack should get started. And remember, you're scissoring your feet forward. As you jump back in, you scissor across, one in front of the other, and then alternate the front foot on each of the jumps. 20 more seconds. All right. Excellent. Very good. All right. Now let's do a lunge, which I am sad to say I actually forgot to have you do in the first set. So we're going to do 1 minute of lunging here real fast. So forward lunging, you did yesterday. You're going to take a big step out with your right foot. Bend both knees to 90 degrees. Step back. And then step forward with your left foot. And step back. And alternate. That's all you're doing. Just keep your back really super straight. Keep your hands on your hips or extend them out to your sides. 30 more seconds of lunging as of right now. All right, that will give you about a total of 1 minute for your lunges. And then we'll move on to the bird dog down on the floor. Good. Take your time. Take that big step forward. You don't want the front knee going past the tips of your toes. So that's a very important part about lunging. Once your knee goes past the tips of your toes, you're hyperextending through the ligaments that attach at your knee, and you can hurt your knee that way. You really don't want to do that. Okay, one more. Finish the one that you're on, then lower your body down to the floor. Let's do the bird dog move next. You remember what that is. That's the left arm and the right leg. Straight forward, straight back, then the right arm and the left leg. Very nice. Just do a couple more of these. This is just for 30 seconds. We're going to move on to that fire hydrant kick and then finish you off with the plank. So a couple more minutes and you will be all set. Good. Okay, now your hands are stable on the floor and you're stabilizing your weight on your right leg. Lift that left knee up, straighten it, bend it, and put it back down. 15 seconds. Time starts now. Remember, and it's not a kick. You want to extend the leg straight. You do lock the knee, then you bend the leg, and then you lower it back down. It's a very smooth extension, and then a bend, and then a lower. Go ahead and switch sides now. Nice. Keep your back straight. You want to keep your back perfectly flat, and keep breathing. Now you're extending the right leg up and out and bent and down. For another couple seconds. Finish up here with a plank in 3, 2, 1. Okay, lower your body down to your forearms. And now you're doing that moving plank. So you're shifting your body weight forward and back as your 30 seconds goes, which is going now. Good. So this is your Wednesday workout. That means tomorrow's workout's going to be a little bit harder for your Thursday morning. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness. You've done a great job today, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.